everybody! Welcome back to Northern Land Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. It's daily challenge time. Isaac, Europa's got a good score today. 31,000 and it goes to Mom. So there is a seam somewhere in here. What the Look, I can't be mad. It's like when your little brother, like, breaks a vase or something. You're like, you're not in control of your own brain and body yet. You can't make them work together. Mathis, you and I are going to get through this, buddy. I promise you that. Where was your bragging on Skype for that one? Where was the tweet? Hey, I crushed Northern Lion on the daily today. You goddamn, yeah, that's why you handle it with grace and just compare them to a baby the next day when you look at the score. All right, so Europa being at 32,000 here is actually, I don't want to say it's encouraging, but it's kind of encouraging for an idiot like me, because being in 186th means, and it's pretty early on as far as dailies go. It's around midday PST, so, you know, the daily's only been live for like 11 hours or something like that. So the fact that 186 people, at least, probably, you know, more than 186 people found this seam indicates that it might not be that difficult for me to find this seam, which would be good to keep me competitive. But it also means, oh, that was the worst damage. It also means that if I miss it, and when I say seam, I basically just mean a self-sacrifice room that, ooh, that's the shit right there, I see. Basically just means there's a self-sacrifice room that allows us to, No. I'm an idiot. Okay, brain, sort your shit out. You messed this up miserably. You need to get one more bomb, or you are the ultimate idiot. But we will persevere. I promise you that. We will persevere. All because I wasted that one bomb. Now I may miss 99 bombs, but I refuse. But anyway, self-sacrifice room on the mom fight, or on the mom fight floor, or before the mom fight floor. I'm mentally preparing myself for the idea that we may indeed find ourselves bereft of pyro when we leave here. Yep, it looks like that will indeed be the case. I'm not super thrilled about that. Basically makes me feel like the idiot that I am. Hopefully pyro, you know what, I guarantee, I know exactly what happens on this run, and I fucked myself already. Is pyro, then you get pyromaniac, so when you play the self-sacrifice room, you good. Then we got 6 cents. But I don't have enough money, or I don't have the means to actually get into my shop because I opened the goat head area. So, I mean, Mysterious Liquid is actually pretty solid. I can't be too mad about that. We're just gonna have to find another way, basically, to make this seam work. And I'm less concerned about the damage penalty than I am about the fact that I'm a dumb idiot. That's the kind of hubris I like to see, you know, is after insulting, oh my god, don't die. After insulting Mathis a little bit, just come in here and, you know, get shit on. You know, die against Ragman or something like that. We're probably not going to die against Ragman, but his rapid-fire homing tears are annoying the shit out of me. There's no two ways about that. Imagine this enemy's probably quite a lot easier if you have 99 bombs and just end up, you know, throwing them at him until he dies. Yeah, no way is that shit getting over here, Ragman. I'm not dying on the first floor, okay? The first floor of an Isaac run where we have good items, that's not on my to-do list today. We get Binky, we say goodbye to Pyro. Give my regards to Pyro. We should have had exactly enough bombs to get 99 bombs. Instead, I fucked it up. That's okay. It is okay. I mean, if we don't get Pyromaniac, then the seam that I had predicted is gone. If we do get Pyromaniac, we don't need 99 bombs to make Pyromaniac, you know, give us enough HP to play a self-sacrifice room. Sorry, we don't need Pyro, I should say. I hope I'm getting my point across. Here's what I'm trying to say. We may not need 99 bombs. We may need, like, 20. That's more doable. Let's stop taking the world's dumbest damage along the way here. That would be a good start for us as well. Another black card is good. I think I'm just gonna... tell you what, let's get our reroll available, and then we'll go to the curse room. We do, of course, have access to the Deal with the Devil on every single floor. We don't have to worry about, you know, red heart damage for stuff like that, but we should worry about red heart damage for not being an idiot who gets himself killed like a dumbass. That's valuable, I think. So I'm obviously hoping... we should pick it up. I'm obviously hoping the secret room is up there, adjacent to the curse room. And it could be, but there's a lot of opportunities for it to be elsewhere, so I'd be a little concerned. Just slightly. Pretty fly, okay. Probably shouldn't be taking pills on dailies or on dailies as a regular occurrence, but I have now. Oh, we find a black market and burnt penny. Burnt penny certainly gives us the ability to get some bombs back relatively easily here. I'm telling you, man. We can still make this seam work. Luck down. It's not as... They have weight associated with them and gravity? I had no idea. Like the bomb was stacked, and then when I picked up the one on the bottom, the one on the top fell and kind of, maybe my head made it up, but it kind of felt like it bounced a little bit. Okay, 2 spirit hearts. This is good. I'm playing very sloppy right now. I don't know why. I was just playing American Truck Simulator, a game where you have to be very detail-oriented, because if you run a stop sign, you lose, like, all of the money that you invested on that mission. And now in Isaac, I find myself, alarmingly kind of getting shat on by my own lack of being detail-oriented, at least when it comes to video games, so... This is okay. Again, you know, getting hit early is not ideal. You'd much rather not get hit, but it's at least not super catastrophic yet. I'm imagining that because that score is so high, the 32,000 just to get to Mom, or just on a daily that only goes to Mom, I'm imagining that there's some pretty amazing stuff here, and that's a decent start. I much prefer that, actually. I'm not in the practice most of the time of re-rolling HP upgrades, especially when we might want to go to a self-sacrifice room on this floor at some point, maybe, is what I'm thinking, but, it did give us Speedball, which I think is probably a better item, and then here we just get some bombs. Okay, we out! Yes, we out. Okay, I don't have any keys. I'm not even gonna look for a self-sacrifice room. I think our existing bomb may be more valuable than that. We'll see. I'm in my chair. I must have been reclining last night. Trying to finish freaking Rise of the Tomb Raider. I did do a Let's Look At of. I'm not trying to sell you on the Let's Look At, you know. I remember back in, like, 2013 when I was playing... Well, when I did my Let's Look At of Tomb Raider, and I was like, why don't people watch this stuff on my channel? Why does AAA stuff always do badly? And I've just accepted that, you know, you can't always get what you want. I'm the indie guy to some extent when it comes to, you know, analytical... first impression style stuff. And AAA stuff, people are like, oh, I'll just go watch, you know, Giant Bomb or something like that. I got no hard feelings there. I'm with you. But it's a good game, is mostly what I was trying to get across in that Let's Look At Him and playing it last night. It's a good game, but it also never ends. I've been on the quest for eternal life. It's not a spoiler, by the way, for 100 years. I'm finally, I was like, I'll play until almost the end, and then I'll go to bed last night. And then I went to bed, and I kind of, like, peeked at how much game was left, and there was basically none, and I was like, shit. I played for like 2.5 hours, and it was like, I'll finish the rest tomorrow, and there's like, you know, 20 minutes left at most. Anyway, it's relatively inconsequential, I suppose, in the whole scheme of things. Am I gonna take the left hand, or am I gonna take, do you even get the left hand from, like, weird-ass double Ultra Pride? Probably, right? I think I stick with Burnt Penny. My reasoning is mostly embarrassment, because if we stick with Burnt Penny, I can make up for the fact that I didn't get Pyro earlier. I know that sounds ridiculous, but the left hand could give us the Guppy transformation, but sticking with Burnt Penny means that I can still take advantage of the seam that I missed by not taking Pyro. Because we'll have access to more bombs than we otherwise would. My damage penalty is disgusting, by the way. But I sort of feel like maybe that's not the end of the world from a ranking perspective. Maybe other people are dealing with that as well. Although I have to admit, I'm like, I wouldn't say disgusted, but like pretty disappointed with the amount of damage I've taken so far on this run. We've definitely done better about dodging on runs where we've had like less positive things going for us, which is a little sad. Most of you guys know I'm a pretty pro left hand sort of guy. I'm left-handed as well. I mean, there's always that, but you know, some lefties have a chip on their shoulder. I basically don't have control over whether or not I'm left-handed. You know, Paul McCartney was left-handed. Okay, cool. You know, what about the other 3 Beatles, man? You know, this is statistically, what is it, like 20% of people are left-handed or something like that. The only time I get bent out of shape, well, not even bent out of shape, but annoyed a little bit is people go, ooh, what's it like being left-handed? You're like, I don't know, man! What's it like being right-handed? The only persecution I face is occasionally if I'm in, like, a university or college classroom setting, the number of desks available to me is somewhat limited, but, you know, now everybody's rocking, you know, laptops when they're taking notes, so it doesn't really matter as much as it used to. We'll take deep pockets. I would like to... I mean, anytime we get the opportunity to do this, we should do this, because we get the bomb, and then we get the money, which could have given us a bomb. We get speed down, which makes me feel really good that we got... Okay. It makes me feel really good that we got that speedball pickup. I may go buy a battery charge. We don't have to buy it right now, is the thing. Oh, there's a bomb back there. We could always go buy our battery charge if we go into the deal with the devil and we're like, it's not good enough. Then we can go buy it, because with the goat head, it'll stay open all the time. Can't help but notice we got burnt penny and yet only one bomb. I haven't been using them that prodigiously. Burnt penny, come through in the clutch for me. Maybe it's that luck down that we got earlier that I was like, oh, it's not as bad as Pretty Fly is good. Yeah, Pretty Fly, where have you been on saving me from all this fucking damage, you jerk? Yeah, we'll take Abaddon for sure. And, sure, let's take an HP plus luck upgrade. I think that's fine. We got 2 keys left. I think we just go... Oh, we should look for our secret room. We do have a little bit of time. And I think it would be advisable. So it's either here... This one looks gift wrapped, yeah. So, we don't need to talk about the other either, I guess. Okay, work with me here, game. There's 3 of you coin buddies right here. 2 of you paid out. The one that paid out with 2 bombs. Or one of the ones paid out with 2 bombs. This guy didn't have anything. Now with 19 cents, is there anything that we want? No? Maybe a Spirit Heart? I'm gonna buy the Spirit Heart just in case we end up needing it. You know, we're only 2 floors away, or 3 floors away from where, we will need to play a self-sacrifice room. If this one goes to Mom, do you get a boss rush? Yes. I believe so. That shouldn't be up in the air. That should be something that's relatively obvious. Let's also not ignore the fact that you actually may need Pyro. Or sorry, like if you got Pyro and Pyromaniac can show up on this run, there may have been a reroll that went awry as well. So even though I'm still trying to keep us in the game here because my expectation is that that exists. By the way, I have no idea whether or not it does. I'm like, man, 300 people or so, maybe, I'm just taking a guess, this early on in the run, or this early on in the daily's existence, have found a seam that allows them to get way past Mom's foot. How do they do it? So my thinking was, maybe when I saw Pyro, I was like, Pyromaniac self-sacrifice rooms are super easy to play then. No problems, right? You know, you walk on the spikes, you bomb yourself. You walk on the spikes, you bomb yourself. But now I'm looking at it, and I think that's increasingly unlikely because of the fact that we're, and probably most people are going to be rolling a ton of demon hearts, not very many red hearts, because of Abaddon. 9 lives, you know, takes everybody back to 1 red heart. So I don't know, maybe we would have been better off taking the left hand and gunning for that guppy option instead. But we've made our bed, we pretty much have to lie in it now. If only I had not misplaced that first bomb. It's like the 1 in 30 scenario where you're like, this should not go this way. Like, most of the time you'd be like, oh, I placed that bomb poorly. What a waste of a bomb. Instead, by placing 1 bomb poorly, I wasted 99 fucking bombs. Come on, man. You gotta give people the room to make a mistake like that sometimes. Anyway, I'm going a little overboard on it. I feel like this is our secret room. Just looked like it, and we knew it wasn't going to be below us. I also took bomb bag. I got a chip on my shoulder about bombs. Mostly, I just don't want to reroll the secret room knowing we may find our boss room. Or a curse room, which is also a valuable reroll outlet pretty shortly. I feel like we're in the groove now. It took me a little longer than usual to kind of get into it, but now I'm looking at it and I'm like, yeah, we're doing pretty well. So Guppy's head pickup is obviously great. Takes us 1 step closer to becoming Guppy. And I'm about to... Meow! That's, you know, Linkin Park's one step closer. I cannot take this anymore. Tomo keeps pooping on the floor. The stupid cat, he makes no sense. I found bliss in ignorance. You know, you get the idea. Tomo doesn't really poop on the floor. What they do now is when they're covering up their... might as well take it. When they're covering up their excrement, they get it all over their paw. So it's like a mixture of, like, semi-wet litter, and then they just walk on our, like, wood floors and leave their, like, shitty paw print marks everywhere. And I'm like, come on. This is like an act of vandalism at this point. You guys have to know what you're doing. Northern Line, when you said semi-solid liquid, were you about to launch into a cat excrement-themed version of Third Eye Blind's magnum opus, Semi-Charmed Kind of Life? Maybe I might have thought of it. Okay, just get this guy taken care of. He's almost dead. Yeah, just take a little damage as like an olive branch at the end. I gotta hit again because I'm not playing particularly well. That was just an incredible haul for us. I think we just reroll the HP upgrade. Yeah, we got synth oil. That was an incredibly, like, unlikely but great course of action for us. I think we actually leave this floor, like, right now. Amnesia sucks. So we're really... I really expect that because it seems like a high proportion of people have found the seam, that the seam is... the self-sacrifice room did not, you know, bury the lead too much, is probably on the floor that has the mom fight on it, and there's probably, like, some sort of teleport card involved there as well. We'll take strength with us. That could be useful on a... on the boss rush. Let's get the heck down here. 14 minutes, or about 45 seconds behind schedule, in my opinion, if we want to do boss rush, which of course I do. I think we should be able to still, you know, keep it going here. Trying to find our guppy dream as well. So we want to be out of this floor by... We could make 17, even 17:30 work, depending on what we find on this floor, but certainly I'd like to not take as long as it looks like it might take. But I also want to do all these rooms because they can be... they're point bonuses, you know? Although I guess, you know, I should really throw all our eggs in the boss rush basket, because if we don't find that seam, we're not going to rank well. What do we care? You know, it's not going to make the difference too much whether or not you did... I'm not going to be playing, you know, something with Mathis later, and that's not a secret. I'm just like, you know, I'm just throwing out a hypothetical situation. I'm not going to be playing a game with Mathis later and be like, oh, how'd you beat me on this daily? And he's like, oh, I did the mob trap room on the Depths 1, and I'll be, damn you, Mathis! I knew it! That Depths 1 mob trap room held all the answers. I don't think it holds all the answers. Should be stepping on some enemies with God's flesh. Stepping on my enemies like you wanna me, calling me something all the time that teaches peaches, you know, that's peaches. Good. And we're safe, and I almost shit my pants. You know what? Let's go a little hard on this. Yeah, Tech Point 5 is not the greatest item in the game, but certainly you can't feel good about re-rolling it. You know, it's a good enough item that you're gaining a lot more probably by just taking it than you are by trying to do any fancy kind of manipulation on it. Ventricular Razor's not good enough. This is a reroll situation. BFF is good enough. And you know what? Let's buy our 3-cent thing there. Oh, we got shop restock. Okay. Unfortunately, it does nothing for us now, but on the next floor, that might actually be valuable. Maybe? I don't know. We still got a lot of money. Depends if we even go to our shop on the next floor. But it's a decent choice, regardless, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. We got small rock, and I gotta be honest, I didn't even see the tinted rock there, so I'm pretty stoked about that. That was a really clutch death card. And we will be leaving this room now. Yeah, this is fine. Alright, cube of meat. May reroll. Oh, this damage, man. May reroll, but certainly do not have to. You know, a single orbital with BFF is pretty darn good. Especially for the mom fight, which, to be honest with you, we may have to endeavor to get through fairly quickly because of our timing right now. Okay, so let's just take this. And then in here we get... we'll take the pentagram, which I think is fair, and then reroll Satanic Bible into a guppy item. Okay, this is where the dream starts. We gotta have enough HP on the next floor to survive. It's not that bad. We gotta have enough HP on the next floor to survive a self-sacrifice room. Maybe it happens on boss rush. You get the... I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm very confused about how we find our seam here. Maybe the self-sacrifice room just instantly contains one of those buttons you press and it takes you down to the next floor. With 9 lives, I guess we could do a lot of... like, we could lose a lot of lives deliberately to sacrifice Yeah, that's... I mean, we still have to fight the... No, we don't have to fight the angel statues. Have I had the gift all along inside of me, and I just didn't realize it? I think I have. Of course, let me point out, it would be better not to find a self-sacrifice room right now, and find an AWAS rune or something like that instead. Dude, it's never gonna happen. I'm not taking your shitty Curse of the Tower right now. I'll take Capricorn instead. That's a much better situation for everybody involved. If we can find an AWAS rune, it's a better outcome for us, because that means we can do a few more floors, get some more exploration bonus, and, you know, all that jazz. But, if we just find a self-sacrifice, so there's a self-sacrifice room. That's what we're looking for. That's like our B tier, like, this is really good option. We should keep moving, maybe quickly try for a secret room. It is there. God damn it. But also great. More HP, sweet, thank you. I mean, I guess we're looking for a teleport card now so we can do boss rush and then also get into that self-sacrifice room. Otherwise, there's no way we're getting to 31,000 fucking points. Like, that's out of our hands right now. We can probably get to the dark room, and then as Guppy with half decent damage, you know, we got at least a shot at it. But we need that teleport card to sell it, man. Once we go in there, we're done, so we have to decide what's more valuable. I don't know what I'm looking for here. Yeah, that's good. Take holy water. That's a solid one. Well, I mean, I guess, like, I have to go look for some teleport cards. The self-sacrifice room is the better outcome, right? Like, it has to be. Is this telepills? No, we would have known because we've seen it before. Oh, we got one! Go, go, go! Get out of here, man! Okay, we found the dream and the seam. The seam dream, as I like to call it. We could pop Algiz to just make Mom easier. We can't lose enough HP on boss rush that we can't do this. There you go, take that. That's important. Alright, so now all you do is get into boss rush. How did so many people find that? There must be like an alternate avenue, because the shit was looking real tight there for a minute. We'll take this, obviously. Go into here, fight Krampus. Don't fuck with me, Krampus. Now's not the time. Lump of coal is acceptable. Okay. Now we go in here. We got number 1. We got technology. We got Mom's contact. We got magnet. I think you take Mom's contact here. Certainly you do not take magnet. I'll tell you that much. So what's the point of this teleport card? You've been, you know, you were maybe born at night, but it wasn't last night. We all know what the point of this teleport card is. Teleport card allows us to finish boss rush, take whatever the item is on here, and then get the hell out of Dodge, so that we can actually go to that self-sacrifice room. Again, if we really, we're not out of the woods yet, but we just got the tools to get out of the woods. We got like a map and a compass, but we still need to actually, like, you know, walk to the gas station on the other side of the valley in order to get rescued from this Into the Wild-esque situation that I've concocted for ourselves within the confines of this metaphor. We need to not take very much damage on this, so we still have a pretty easy out on our self-sacrifice room, which is going to hurt the shit out of us. Like, there's no getting around the damage penalty there. That's pretty much static. Unless you have a, like a perks pill or something like that, or I guess the wafer maybe as well. Sure, this gives us something to do while we're here, I guess. Just don't accidentally pop the stars card. That would be subpar. You know what's cool about having a judgment here is that we got so many, like, we got so many reroll charges that we can just pass him if he pays out with shit that we don't want. What is shit that we don't want right now? That's a great question. I really got no idea. We'll have to examine that as it shows up. Sorry, Death. That's, Monster 2 is just being a little bit of a dick there. Okay, it's HP. Yeah, you know, let's reroll it. And we'll take SMB Superfan, which is much better, even though we will probably lose SMB Superfan, at least the HP bonus from SMB Superfan during our self-sacrifice room shenanigans. This is still real good. We got the Frail, I guess, along with this. That's just regular pin. Keep in mind, we still got one more item coming at the end of this, too. Yeah, Mom's Contact, I think, was the right choice. But, you know, technology could have been to synergize with Tech 0.5, and even number 1 could have been, although it would have affected our range negatively. It would have given us a much higher rate of fire, of course. I think number 1's pretty good. We're re-rolling Glass Cannon. Into Bob's rotten fucking head? No, thank you. Alright, so let's star his card out. We've already been to our item room, of course. We could Algiz on the boss, or on the blood bank. Maybe try to get something out of that, but I don't think it's that valuable. I thought that was our self-sacrifice room, and I freaked out. So we got a stars card here, right? Let's put a bomb down, just see what we get. Ooh. Okay, that's probably better than a strength card. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Okay, we feel blessed. It's gonna hurt. There's pretty much no getting around this one. We're blessed as all hell right now, though. The Spirit Heart pickup there is very nice. Next play is the Angel Statues. Angel Statue 1, I should say. You know, we should really try to get a reroll there. That would be quite nice. Let's pop our strength card right now. That's what we're looking for. Oh, that's the good gravy right there. Okay, so then this guy comes in and he's like, oh, what you doing to my brother? And we're like, ah, sorry, dog. Okay, so we now try to get a battery charge, maybe from our shop, but I just realized we actually haven't been to our shop. Ba-dum-bum. Interesting. May play that Demon Judgment a little bit. Yeah, we haven't been to our shop. We have all this bounty. Yeah, we have not used it. Okay, 64 keys, pretty good. Right, it's restock, so we can just keep buying stuff. Let's buy this, and then I think we reroll the pills. Into the cards, that's not good enough. Into the candle, that's not good enough. Into Diplopia, that's probably not good enough, but here's my thinking. Now, grab this shit. Okay, this is costing us points, of course, but it's also awesome, so there we go. Buy all those. So, we now have 2 key pieces back here. We come back, and just get, it's going to take a second here. We're not necessarily the fastest person in the whole game right now. We come back here, and we reroll these. And now we use Diplopia on those, although I don't think Virgo gives us, like double Virgo doesn't give us anything, but I'm assuming double Mushroom, double Fat Odd Mushroom does. But let's also go play this Joker right here, see if we got, you know, anything of bounty we think is going to be particularly useful here. We got some invincibility. Don't do me dirty. You know, I don't love it. I'm just going to pop the Algiz rune, though. The reason behind this was basically to make that happen. Yes, okay. So we got that item. We got ceremonial robes. That's pretty positive. Don't really care about the judgment at this point. IV bag also does basically nothing for us. So we take Diplopia. I know this is ridiculous. You know what we do? We Diplopia, and then we only pick up 1 Virgo, and then we come back with the D6 and re-roll the other one. This is just, it's costing me points and time, which is also points right now. But it's funny, so I'm kind of like really into it, actually. We should definitely take some time to get our HP back as well, so. In fact, maybe we'll reroll both Virgos. Like, I mean, a Virgo's pretty okay, but maybe it would be more okay if we just didn't take it, is my thinking. What this book presupposes is, what if he didn't? Okay, so we'll take, I don't really want Tear Detonator. Could be good, actually. Yeah, maybe we will take Tear Detonators. Here's what we only got 14 cents now. Do me right here. What? Don't make me do it, man. This run doesn't have to be this long. You're making it this long, okay? I just want that to be clear, game. You're the one who's making this run take forever. You know what? It's better to reroll. No, well, it is and it isn't. It's probably better to reroll IV Bag than reroll Virgo, which actually gives us a benefit. However, we also want to reroll 2 Virgos. We got Sad Onion, which is fantastic. Also synergizes really nicely with a little something I like to call Tear Detonator. Is Tear Detonator better than the D6? No. But it is better than the D6 if we're only going to be doing 1 more floor. And We want to see things go very, very right for us. Can't reroll the d6, of course. Where would I expect to find ourselves in this run? Well, I do expect that we will beat the lamb pretty easily and get the full exploration bonus on that floor. It's like a 10k exploration bonus. So we'll be in that, like... Well, let's just put it this way. We'll be in the category of people who found the seam. What, 3 plays? Are you kidding me? What? What the heck's going on here? 5 extra plays? Alright, so we're at 29. You know what? We could be in that 30,000 range. Well, we will be in that 30,000 range, actually. I'm not even trying to be cocky about it. There's just basically no question. We might as well take this for at least the extra point bonus that will entail. I really like Tier Detonator. It's weirdly, like, way better in co-op. But it's really good with Guppy as well, I find. Like, in co-op, I think there's some kind of bug that nobody tell Tyrone or Ed, okay? But if you have your co-op baby on screen, Remote Detonator seems to spawn, like, maybe 4 to 8 times as many tiers as it should, which is awesome. Yeah, we'll be well in that, like, 30-something thousand range. I don't mean this as an insult to Europa, but I think we'll probably have a decent chance to outrank Europa on this run. I don't know. I'm always in the dark a little bit when it comes to how the point bonuses and penalties will shake out. I think I took a stupid amount of damage on this run, but I'm realizing that maybe I was overthinking it the whole time. Like, in actuality, this seems like we've been relatively, you know, competitive, at least with, like, what I expect will be, like, the top 250 or something. We don't need the Emperor cards. I don't mind having 2 of Diamonds cards. That was actually, like, a 500-point bonus right there. Could have saved him, of course, but... You know, we got our Empress cards for something. Alright, it's our boss fight. One room where we will pop one of our Empress cards and then just wait until he enters phase 2, at which point we will Tier Detonator and summon a few more flies at least. Oh, that was the worst damage. That's okay. Shouldn't have picked that up, but we're at 29,000. Normally you get at least 2 for beating the run, so 2,000 that is. So let's get our maximum exploration bonus. I think we're going to put down a score that is beatable. Well, I mean, it's not going to be number 1, so certainly it's going to be beatable. But the seam is everything. If you don't find that teleport card to get you out of boss rush, you're going to find yourself 4,000 points back. And that's the big thing. I think a lot of people will find the self-sacrifice room. But I think, well, everybody should find the self-sacrifice room. But people are going to find themselves in conflict, you know? If they don't get a teleport card, you're like, well, what do? Do I go for boss rush, or do I go for the damage penalty plus the teleportation bonus and do the self-sacrifice room? I'm thinking probably self-sacrifice room because it's, you know, this daily otherwise ends so early. But if you can get both done, that's how you end up in this competition. Or if you take way less damage, which... Of course, it always ends up being the be-all, end-all, right? It's like, how do I do better on dailies? Well, the easiest, most preventable thing is not this, like, 19-step Rube Goldberg machine that, you know, gives you an extra 500 points. The obvious step is play better, don't be such an idiot, and then you'll find yourself in a real good spot. But this daily was good. I'm glad that fucking up that pyro pickup didn't come back to bite us in the ass. Which it probably should have, to be honest with you. Like, I was so convinced that was, like, the thing on today's daily. I was like, you're gonna get Pyro, then you're gonna get Pyromaniac, and you're gonna be able to play the self-sacrifice room, and that's the seam, and I'm fucked. I'm gonna get, like, 13,000 points. But, you know, we're actually doing fine here today. But it is one of those dailies where... Well, first off, was there no chest? That was just doors opening. It is one of those dailies where, first off, It's pretty early, so my rank right now is not necessarily going to be representative of where I'll rank in the future. Hello, Kate, what's up?
Tomo wants to come in.
That's alright, Tomo can come in. Probably because I said his name in that song. Like, it's one of those ones where I'll rank probably decently, but I'm also going to be like, ah, shit. There were points that we should not have taken damage, where we took damage. We're just going to find our secret room for a quick extra 100 points. And then we are going to go 100 plus some, hopefully. And then we're going to go to our Emperor card. Oh, sweet. Actually, we'll get more than 100 points for this because of not only the money, but then also the bombs, which actually do give us points. Thought I remembered them not doing that, but... Then we'll Emperor card. And then we'll go finish. We'll probably be like 34? Yeah, 34,000. Puts us in 60th right now, but it is... I mean, it's not early, but it's relatively early today. Europa, thanks for the benchmark. And that sounds like an insult, but I don't mean it that way. Without knowing that there was a seam here, I might not have known... Oh, I dropped my controller. I might not have known what to look for. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the run. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time.